Mizzou. The clock is ticking, Mizzou. We are now currently about 24 hours from kickoff in Nashville. Homecoming game for the Dores. And with the hate week with the Missouri Kid 96, I saw your second video, man. A lot of hate, a lot of select language in that one. But with the hate week with you, man, it's been pretty good and pretty, some shots exchanged, I guess you could say. But I understand. This game tomorrow could be another slobber knocking, close one like last year's. Another slobber knocker like last year's. It could be one that's going to come down to pretty much the end like last year's. It could be an ugly game. It's most likely going to be an ugly game. But we just got to do our best. The thing is, this Vanderbilt football team has been through a lot this season. Not only with the outside events, which is no private news, but with the close games that we've dropped. And for us to win, we've got out to a quick start against UAB, pretty quick start against UAB, and we played our first real, whole, complete, best game against the Blazers last week. But the thing is, with SEC opponents, with Ole Miss, our rivals, and with South Carolina, we've gone out to a very slow and sloppy start somewhat. You see Ole Miss, we let them run 39 up on us. And then you look at South Carolina. Heck, they got out to like a 28-3 lead right off the bat. Our defense is going to have to step it up because Mizzou's got a nice, high-powered offense that's going to move the ball pretty quickly, and they got a great, experienced quarterback in James Franklin for the Tigers. So our defense is going to have to step it up tremendously. They stepped it up against UAB. They stepped it up against Massachusetts. They stepped it up against Austin Peay. I mean, it's Austin Peay. But we haven't stepped it up enough against an SEC opponent. We didn't step it up enough against our rivals Ole Miss at the first game of the year. We didn't step it up enough against South Carolina. We let the Gamecocks run all over us practically until the second half. This is Mizzou. This is a homecoming game. This is a big game. Our fans have got to be loud. Our fans have got to be into it. This is a big game for the Commodores. And our defense is going up against a tough challenge. It's going to take the fan base. It's going to take the whole stadium sold out of black and gold Commodore fans, hopefully. It's going to take all of them in a big collective group effort of getting loud and backing the defense. Our offense, I believe our offense can take care of itself. I mean, when you got Dron Seymour, you got Wesley Tate, you got the big uglies up front on our offensive line. You got Joe Townsend. Man, I always forget this other guy's name, but he's a top prospect going into next year's draft as a senior O-lineman. And you got all these big guys up front for the O-line. And then you got Jordan Matthews, you got Jonathan Krause, you got Jordan Cunningham, the true freshman. You got all these fly boys. You got Austin Carter-Samuels with the strong arm and the running ability and the crafty ability when he can make a play out of nothing, as he did last week against UAB quite a few times. I'm not worried about our offense. I'm not worried about that at all. I believe we'll get things moving on that. But really, the main concern, as long as our offense don't get out to a slow start, if we do what we did against UAB last week and we just play our game offensive-wise and we play an aggressive game, our offense is going to be fine. It's going to be our defense not getting off to a slow start against an SEC opponent in Mizzou. I believe we'll win. I believe this will be second year in a row. My Commodores are going to win this game. It's going to be a tough, close one, yes. Is it going to be a blowout? No. But I believe my Dores will win because we have to. SEC opponent, we need our first SEC win. Plus, we've already gotten a taste of the SEC competition this year. Mizzou, this is their first SEC game. We're more hungry. We're more focused. We're more determined. We're more angered. We're hunting. We're looking. And we're hungry for our first SEC win of the year. It came against the Mizzou Tigers last year. It's coming against the Mizzou Tigers this year. Y'all are coming into our house, VanderBuild Stadium. I don't care if it's only 41,000. You can make your jokes and cracks at it all you want all season long for the rest of whatever. VanderBuild Stadium needs to get loud. You're coming into our house. It's homecoming week, and we're getting our first SEC win over the Mizzou Tigers again. Like I said, It's going to be a close one, but I believe my Dores will pull it out. It's just going to take a big group effort from the fans, everything. The coach is calling aggressive plays, the offense executing as well as they can to their full potential like they did last week against UAB. And it's definitely going to take the defense not letting Mizzou run all over us, because we know that if the defense doesn't play to their full 110% potential, Mizzou can run all over us. They've got a stellar offense, as we do also. So our defense is going to have to shut down Mizzou, and it's going to help a lot if we get some help from the crowd getting loud in Nashville. So, go Dores, anchor down, and Vandy, beat Mizzou. Come on, let's get our first SEC win of the year.